I was reflecting on my young family member who recently had a baby. You know, the same young woman who I talk about in previous videos. Well, as I mentioned in one of my prior videos, she's stubborn. She tends not to listen to people. Well, that was part of her downfall. If she were more humble and open to suggestion, that's to me like the first line of defense against manipulators, people who wish to use you, take advantage of you, people who are predator, who prey on the naive, inexperienced. The first line of defense is knowledge of self, knowledge of life, and the ability to listen and learn from those who are more wise and more experienced in life than we are. But when you're arrogant, egotistical, prideful, that gets in the way of your development, because you may be the type of person that thinks that you know it all. Whenever you have a person and someone in your life, an elder, maybe an older brother, older sister, your mother, your father, your grandparents, aunties, uncles, older cousins, neighbors, whoever, anyone who is in a position to mentor you and give you wise counsel, you should take heed to their advice, because it will save you a lot of heartache, stress, and possibly money and time over the long run. I look at it like this: why put yourself through unnecessary stress and hassle when you can simply learn from the mistakes of those who came before you? If I knew some of the things that I know now, I think I would have made different choices on certain things in my life. That's why they say hindsight is 2020. Whenever someone older than you and more wiser than you makes a suggestion to you, you should listen to that person. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do what the person says or suggests, but at least consider carefully their words. In some instances, it could mean the difference between life and death. All the suffering and heartache and pain that our elders and those who came before us went through will have been for naught if you don't take the time to just listen to what they have to say and take heed to their advice. Whenever they give you a suggestion, to me that's an act of love. They're showing you that they love you and they care enough to take the time to share their thoughts and their wisdoms with you, because they don't want to see you fall by the wayside, or take the wrong path in life or go astray. In my young family member's case, if she had just listened to some of the things that we were telling her, and even her father, if she had listened to some of the things that he told her, then she probably would not have been in the situation that she finds herself in today. A sociopath or a narcissist is not going to tell you their true intentions, but if you have someone who's already been in similar predicaments, they can give you the game and the lowdown on what these predators and these narcissists do to trick you and to deceive you, to deceive their prey. That's one of the first lines of defense: having knowledge gained either through studying or listening to those who are in the know. I'm not saying all these things to paint a picture of my family member like as if she was a total mess in life or a disaster. She was actually doing some things good with her life, like going to school, but she got thrown off her path due to the situation with her becoming pregnant and being involved in a relationship with this guy who now does not want to take care of his child. He's a little older than her, and I think he took advantage of her naivete. I just believe that if she had listened to what others were telling her, she could have avoided the situation. You don't watch your aunties and your grandparents and your sisters or whoever go through similar struggles and not take something from that, not learn from that situation. For you to go through similar struggles, it makes you look stupid, foolish, like you haven't learned anything. I thank God for some of the mentors and the elders that I've had in my life, because if it weren't for them, I think my life would have, taken a different turn. But because of my elders, my mother, my aunties, my older neighbors, women at the church, whoever, just different people, men too, telling me different things about life, and me taking heed to their advice, my life went a little bit more smoothly than it could have had I not listened to them. So I thank God, because I feel like those people were put in my life to be guardian angels on earth. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Respect elders, respect your mentors, listen to people. Doesn't mean you have to follow everyone's advice, because some people are foolish, but I think that we all have enough common sense and intuition to know when someone's giving us good, decent advice or not. So that's all I got to say. All right.